Boom. All right. We're live.
Hey,
What's
Tellman.
up, Curtis?
Good. How you doing, Tellman?
Good. What's up, guys? Welcome, everybody. My name's Tellman Knutson. This is Curtis Leong. We're here for episode 277 of the Get Shit Done show.
Nice.
And I was just opening my blind to get a little sunlight in here. We're on hypnotherapy session number 11.
Wow.
We've been ramping it up. So for those of you that don't know, Curtis and I Curtis volunteered to be a live stream hypno guinea pig. I've been a hypnotherapist for 25 years, but what I haven't done until recently is done a series of live hypnotherapy sessions live streamed for you guys so you could check it out. So we're doing that once a week for 12 weeks. We skipped 1 week. And today is session 11.
Wow.
And we're focused on helping up-level Curtis's inner entrepreneurial game. To shift from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset to really, really build things. And so Curtis is a dad. He's married, has a full-time job, and he's Canadian, of all things. So we're just kind of working through the challenges and the struggles and helping Curtis to level up his game. So, dude, you said you hurt your foot?
My the one foot was sore. Then I started limping a bit. Then I hurt the other one. So some of the balls in my feet, I guess. I don't know. It may be just from like overuse at work, or I switched boots this week. So it could be just like from that. That's what I'm guessing.
That sounds like it probably was. The problem happened after you switched boots?
Yep.
That would do
now
the
it's
trick.
irritated, and it's hard to. It's weird because when you're walking on your feet all day long, and then you got to do other things, it makes it more difficult.
Totally.
I come home, I put my feet up, put some ice on it, so it helps. But
right,
best I can do.
Right.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, I hope that your foot situation rapidly improves. That's no fun for anybody.
Oh no.
Fortunately, you're generally speaking in pretty good shape, and you keep yourself pretty physically fit. So I bet injuries don't bother you as much as they do some people.
No, not as much. I missed a few days of gyms because I can't walk very well, so I had to miss my gym time. So, but I did yoga.
So you're
instead,
you're just doing like one-handed push-ups all day. Is that?
That's right. Yeah, no problems.
Right.
Not using my feet with one arm.
Finger. You're using your pinky finger just to do push-ups, right?
That would be.
You don't need the gym.
A Shaolin master trick, probably.
That's right. You should be you should become a Shaolin master, Curtis. I think that would be a good profession for you.
Interesting. Yeah.
Something to consider.
Maybe I was younger, perhaps.
What's that?
Maybe when I was younger, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to think about becoming a Shaolin monk when you have kids and a family. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so talk to me. What's been going on in terms of your entrepreneurial progress? And before we just talk about the last week, let's actually talk about the last 12 weeks, because we including like when you look at yourself.
Like then and now type thing.
What's changed I think for you in the last 12 weeks?
More so just getting shit done, really. That was the name of the title of the podcast. But I found that through the hypnosis, and then I got into symbology, and that really boosted my productivity. I found it's not at 100% or anything, but if it can help a little bit, it did a better job than if I'm just trying to do it on my own. I found, and I just feel that I'm able to think more about what I need to get done. Unfortunately, work does get in the way sometimes, so I'm pretty busy at work. So before I was able to do multiple tasks at work and do my other business stuff, but now it's just I go to work, I'm like so busy I can't do barely anything. But I do try. It's not like lack of effort, but some days you just can't get it.
You're facing an interesting thing that full-time entrepreneurs face all the time as well, except it looks a little different.
Okay.
And what you're facing is this split
Mhm.
between working on the business and working in the business.
Yep.
And so once you have a business
Yep.
that is consistently making money and ideally is consistently making what you need to survive and more, so it's your
Mhm.
full-time gig, then it's about, okay, well, how much do I want to grow this thing? Right?
Yep.
Am I going to be a one-man show or am I going to have a team? And then and either way, there are things that you can do where you're working on the systems in order to
Mhm.
increase the profitability of the business.
Yep.
Then there's always and that's working on the business.
Yep.
Working on the business is going to like a networking event.
Yep.
In a way, that's working on the business.
Yeah.
In the business is answering customer support tickets. Working in the business is processing refunds.
Yep.
Working in the business is creating a new product to sell
Yep.
or sourcing a new product to
Mhm.
sell or shipping. You know, it's doing the things that keep the business functioning and working and are necessary to keep the business alive.
Yep.
And in a way, that's your job.
Right.
Right now, your job is doing that for somebody else's business. You're doing the in
Yep.
the business activities for somebody else's business to pay the bills while you're
Yep.
trying to do the on the business and is in the business activities for your own business on the
That's right.
side in your
Yep.
free time, right? And so even if you're full time for with your own business, even if you're making as much or double or triple as you're making right now in your job,
Mhm.
you will not the problem that you're facing will never end.
Right.
Okay, it's not going to go away. Like so just remember that the challenge that you're
Mhm.
facing around time management and time allocation to different types of activities based on urgency,
Yep.
that's the issue.
Okay, so it's gonna be continuous no matter what you're doing, right?
Yeah, because you're
You were
always
saying?
going to have in the business and on the business activities,
Right.
even if you're full time working from home for yourself,
Right, right.
right? And you need to find a way of getting all those things done so the business prospers, grows to the degree you wish or can get it to grow
Yep.
and flourishes. Um so you're I found that the key to doing really well with this stuff
Mhm.
is presence,
Presence, okay.
not gifts,
I'm present in
but
the moment you're
being
in,
present,
right?
being really present. And so um what just popped into my head as I said that is I imagined you back in the day when you were training in taekwondo
Yep.
and you're in the dojo in the class, and it's like when there's a fist coming at your face, you're probably pretty present. I've never trained in martial
100%.
arts, so I
Yeah.
haven't done it.
Uh,
But like when
you're
there's
in
you know,
you're in that moment, yeah, for sure. You know what you're doing and you're focused on what's happening.
yeah, well, you're not thinking about taking out the trash. You know what
Never.
I mean? You're not thinking about like booking your next plane ticket or paying taxes or whatever.
No.
You're dealing with you're really there. And when you're working on your business, you need to do your best to be fully present and really there. And it's hard to do that if you're doing that in between things at work,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if there's stuff that you can get done in between things at work, that's cool,
Mhm. Yeah.
But so when you do work on your business, when you do work on developing your skills, whether it's taking a class, a marketing class, or whether it's executing on what you're learning in that class, or whether it's doing
Yep.
the things in your business that you need to do to grow it, the more you can eliminate distractions and just stay completely focused, the faster you're going to make progress,
Yeah.
right? And the higher quality your work is going to be because you're paying attention. So,
Yeah.
um, that's cool. Okay, so any other ways that you're seeing yourself making progress, or anything else you've noticed about yourself, or anyone else has noticed about any changes in your behavior, or how you feel, or the results that you're getting?
Yeah, well, my on-screen presence and when I'm doing my stuff is a lot better than it used to be. One of the guys I know, he's like, "Oh, hey, you're doing a lot better with reading and stuff." Like we're doing script stuff for another course that we're shooting videos for, and he thinks, "Look, Graham, you're doing pretty good there." It's like, "Well, I've been practicing a lot on screen, and reading scripts, right? So I was like, wow, it's doing pretty good. And he does it. You can tell he's reading. With me, it's kind of like maybe I'm reading, maybe I'm not. Depends where my eyes. Like if you see my eyes, you probably would know. But looking at me would it's less likely to know now. So I've picked up that skill a little bit. I find. Um, I did start research this week. I did follow a few people, but I got no answers back because I find Instagram people don't really respond as much when you talk to them, but also they're big accounts, right? So that could be an issue too, I found. So I'm gonna try to find other people as well to contact because you DM, right? And then a lot of times I think just get lost. But then I found this new, what was it? A sales thing I found on one of the videos is, or maybe it was in Simpleology. Yeah, it's probably Simpleology. I saw it where you ask someone a question and then they usually say no, right? Up front, they always say no. And then you go back 3 or 4 times, they will eventually say yes, even though you've approached them with the same thing. Like, and you get no every time, but then eventually they will say yes, even though you're asking the same question, but in different ways.
Mhm.
Because I think the example was dating. So I guess this guy liked this girl, and then she said no, and they went back to a table, and I guess this guy said, "Oh, try again, do it again, do it again." So eventually she said yes within, and then he got her number type thing, right? So that gave me like, hey, maybe if I keep on asking the same people the same question, maybe eventually they will see it. So that for me was kind of like an aha moment in the fact that I was like, hey, I never thought. I thought no was no, and that's it. You walk away. But I think you mentioned something before about that too, but it didn't
Yeah.
register as clearly. Do you know what I mean?
Well, there are a few different ways you can approach this, right?
Yeah.
Persistence unquestionably pays off. I'm a huge fan of
Yeah.
persistence.
Right.
What isn't cool is not respecting someone's no, in my opinion. And so, and I'm not sure what the quote is or what the specific thing is or the person
Yep.
that you're learning from
Hmm.
with this, whether it's Mark or whether he's quoting something,
Yeah. It's
Mark
Yeah.
Joyner, or whether he's quoting
Yeah.
somebody
Mark.
else.
Yeah.
So you need to make your own decision on this based on what feels right.
Right.
There's certainly the idea that the average person needs to hear about something 7 times before they make a purchase,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's kind of a well recycled factoid that may or may not actually be accurate, but it seems to make sense.
Yeah.
Um, what I would say is that a non-reply is not a no.
No.
A non-reply is a non-reply. Chances are they didn't see it and they have other shit on their plate to deal with that are more urgent from people who they know who it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so asking a wide variety of ways on different ways on different platforms is
Hmm.
great. But if someone is like, dude, stop bothering me.
Well, that's
No, I'm
fine. Yeah,
not
it's
interested
different.
in
Yeah.
you interviewing in being interviewed. If someone gives you a hard no, leave them alone.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
100%. Yeah,
mean?
for sure.
And I would say in dating, that's up for all you guys out there. I don't agree with Curtis's like the dating example. Like, sure, maybe you can be persistent and get the girl's number after 7 tries, but like, come on, show some respect, right?
Yep.
So there's also a degree of respecting
Yeah.
people's perfection. Um,
Yeah.
Again, persistence does pay off, but like, you're not trying to win
A
the
certain
fight here.
degree. Yeah.
You're not trying to overpower her. That's not the game we're playing.
No.
Right, that's not cool. And with sales and getting customers and clients, we're also not trying to overpower anyone.
No.
However, we are trying to sell our products and services to people who want it and need it,
Hmm.
and using different stories, using different examples, coming up with different questions, finding different ways of putting your stuff in front of people who've shown that they're interested is great,
Yep.
right? So it's kind of like that's why we email our lists every day,
Yep.
right? Is because most emails by most people don't get opened most of the time, and those that do, most
Hmm.
don't get clicked on. That's not a no, but it's not a yes either,
Right.
right? So, um, okay, so a couple questions,
Yep.
Curtis.
Yep.
Your goal is to build your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Okay, I actually was looking up your YouTube channel. Which YouTube channel are you trying to build right now?
Both. I have the Curtis Leong and then the Parent Support Network. So what I do, I use the videos from weekly to go on there, and then I do my shorts and I put on both channels.
Okay, but what's the primary one?
The Curtis Leong right now, because I had
Okay,
subscribers, so I thought it would be
you
easier to
started
build
that.
it up that way. Yeah.
Good. Okay, great. That's not the one I was looking at. I was looking at the other one, and so I was
Yep.
curious where
Yep.
your
It's like,
focus was.
yep.
And so remember, I'm not saying don't use Instagram. Instagram's
Yep.
great. It's
Hmm.
awesome for a million and one reasons. I don't
Right.
use it a lot, but a lot of people do.
Yep.
Point is that you're trying to find people to interview to build your YouTube channel. That's the goal. You're looking for people to create video content with you on YouTube.
Yep.
Approach people on YouTube. Don't approach people on Instagram.
Okay. Unless they have a YouTube channel as well, maybe.
Of
Because
course,
sometimes people
yeah.
have multiple. Yeah.
Yes. If
Yeah.
they,
But
that's what I'm
focus on.
saying. That's what I'm saying is you can approach them on Facebook. You can approach them on Instagram. You can approach them on TikTok. You can approach them on LinkedIn. But start with finding a YouTube channel about parenting who has good videos and has some subscribers and is creating regular content without a bunch of bullshit. Because if
Yeah.
people aren't doing all those things, they're not good for you. They're not a great person for you to interview. Now,
Okay.
you could interview people who have no following, who are like part of your following on your list,
Yep.
in your group, subscribers to your channel. If that works out, that's great. But more often than not, people are flaky, especially if people are creating video content every day or every week. They're already in the habit. They're already
Yep.
like you know that if you wanted to interview me, we could do it real fast with like we
Yep.
could flip the camera on and be ready to go. You know what I
Right.
mean? We
Right.
at the drop of
Yep.
a hat. No hemming and hawing. No, my computer doesn't work. No, the
Yeah.
lighting's terrible. No, like it's all ready to
Some other
go,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
In
Yep.
most situations. And so there are tons of people who create a lot more content than I do,
Oh yeah.
and there are definitely tons of people in the parenting niche and market who have
Hmm.
YouTube channels.
Yep.
So if your goal is to grow your YouTube channel and you want to reach out and interview people, reach out and interview people who have YouTube channels that are as big or bigger than yours. Start there. Keep everything in alignment. Like, otherwise you're like you're trying to cross pollinate too soon,
Yep.
in my opinion.
Yep. Yep. Okay, I
Right?
see that now. Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, I think because I thought it'd be easier to find people on Instagram than YouTube. But I think your point is right. If you focus on just the same platform, then you're most likely to get more
You're
similar
going to make faster
results.
progress.
Yep. Yep.
Right? You're going to
Yep.
make faster progress because
Perfect.
you're going to just be like, hey, dude, hey, I see you guys have an awesome parenting channel. And start, and if you want, start with some of the smaller channels. I mean, they're
Yep.
but like awesome parenting channel. I've been looking at you guys for a few weeks. I watch all your videos, and I'm looking for parents to interview for my parenting channel.
Yep.
And I would love to interview you guys, or I would love to interview you about your special kid safe toilet seats or whatever.
Yeah. Whatever it may be. Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
um, and one of the cool things about interviewing other people
Yeah. What's that?
is that you ask questions,
Hmm.
and this is where you would write your questions out in advance, but so that part would be a little bit of reading, but most of it is conversational. And I'm glad that your script reading skills are getting better. That's awesome. Keep going.
Yep.
But you're way better conversationally. Like you're
Okay.
way more convinced, in my opinion.
Right. Right.
Like what we're doing right now is a
Hmm.
much more engaging interaction
Right.
than some of the reading videos that I've seen you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. I know.
again, keep practicing and keep getting better 100%
Yeah.
because having good script reading skills is great for video sales letters, great for
Yep.
webinars, great for all sorts of things.
Right.
But when you're interviewing,
I want more engagement. Yeah.
it's conversational. You don't need to read it, then say it. So it's snappy. There's more emotion in it. And when you're interviewing someone else, if you have 10 questions, start with that. You can go off
Hmm.
script and ask,
Other
questions based on
things
what
come
they
up, yeah.
say instead of
Yep,
what you have planned ahead. And then they're responding unscripted too.
yep,
And so I think when you do these interviews, I think your videos are going to be better. I think your
yep,
clips are going to be better. I think you're going to have more visibility because you're going to want to give them the content to put on their channel, and you're going to
yep,
have people you can cross promote with.
mhm,
And if you do one video with one person one time and it goes well, do another one with them. You,
yeah,
you see what
yep,
I'm saying? Like build up a
yep,
stable of people you can collaborate with and do cool stuff with. So,
okay,
but I would really recommend that, like, go fishing on YouTube. Use YouTube as your source of people to collaborate with because there's endless YouTube content creators, dude, and you're trying to build your YouTube. Just
yeah,
stay focused on it,
okay, yep,
you
alright,
know? Now as of last week, you had said that these stitching videos were going well.
yep,
And so so I want to check in about the stitching videos, but I also want to just circle back, I guess, on the
okay.
interview thing. Like, why are you holding yourself back on getting these interviews done? You know as well as
I'm
I do. You could do 1, 2, or 3 interviews in the next 7 days if you decided
oh,
on
yeah.
doing it.
Yep, just like I think finding people quick enough for me has been the issue because I don't find I put enough time towards it. So obviously
Okay.
that's the result,
Okay, okay,
right?
okay. Okay. Curtis, right now, do you have a piece of paper or a way to take a
Yeah.
note?
Yep.
Okay. I want you to interview some parents, no matter what. Okay. I'd like you to write down the names of 5 parents that you know that are intelligent, that are likely to be interviewed on camera, and are not likely to flake out. Now, they can be local or they can be online. They can
Mhm.
be parents of kids of any age. They do not need to have freshly born
Yeah.
toddlers. Okay. Age and experience. They can have one child, they can have 13 children, whatever. They could be grandparents. I'm not picky. So when I say 5 parents that you could potentially interview to get the ball rolling on this thing, who comes to mind?
Well, my sister,
Okay, what's your sister's name?
Roxanne.
Roxanne. Write her down.
Yep. Yep.
Roxanne. How many kids does Roxanne have?
Two, well, young adults are 20, 18 and 20.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, Roxanne, that'd be great. It'd be awesome to interview your sister. I've interviewed my sister a couple of times. It would be good to interview my sister. Maybe I'll do the same thing. Okay, who else?
My wife, obviously, that's an easy one.
Well, I mean, do you think she'd be up for it?
Yeah, I think so. Some
Okay,
people are
great.
shy to be on the camera, but so that doesn't really
I,
matter with podcasts. I can just do audio, obviously.
well, hold on. So we're trying to create video content for
Oh,
your
okay.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, okay.
Stay.
No, I'm just
So if
thinking some
it's
other people I know. Yeah.
yeah. So cool if you need to do an audio only. And right now, you're focused on growing your YouTube channel.
Yep.
Create video content with people that are willing to be on camera. That's
Okay.
very important, right? And if your wife isn't willing to do that, don't force her,
Okay.
right? Like, don't try to convince her. Just if she's down, cool. But if she's not, that's cool too, right? And
Yep.
and just do a podcast episode with her.
Yep.
But for the purpose of what we're talking about with this exercise, people who are unlikely to be resistant about going on camera. Who else you got?
Okay. One of my guys at work, Eric, he has two young kids. So I'm not
Great.
sure. I've never asked him any questions about it, so I don't know where he'd go with that. But I know
Yeah,
he's probably someone easy to talk to.
great.
Then one of my sister's friends, Jen, she has like
Now,
five
hold on
kids.
one second. By the way, the guy at work, you could
Yeah.
totally do a episode that's not live streamed, but where you do a video interview on your lunch break,
Oh, lunch break.
right? Like sitting at the picnic table or whatever, you know? I mean, I don't know where you guys eat lunch, but like that
hmm
could be cool, right? So you could totally do like, especially with local. And then who is the next person you said with 5 kids?
Uh, Jen, which is one of my sister's best friends. She has five kids. I think they're all teenagers now. Some, I think two of them can drive. So,
Great. So write down Jen.
yep. And then who else do I know? Hmm.
Who do you know online that's a parent?
I was trying to think.
Dude, you know me, you know Jeff
Yeah, I know
Levine,
you. Yeah. Oh yeah.
like you know Liz. Like
Yeah.
you have this massive like, and those are just the people that I know you know, and I don't know most
Yeah.
of the people that you know. Like,
Right.
what the heck?
I'm
Almost
drawing a blank
everybody
right
that
now.
you know online is a parent. Like,
Yeah, a good
you know,
portion of them. Yeah.
if they're like over 40, there's a very good chance.
Yep.
Um, so but do you see how like you're blanking out on yourself on this? Like as
Yeah.
you're making the list, like you got a few local people, which is great, but then like when you're thinking about your connections online, like you're completely cutting yourself off to so many opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now when you interview these people, here's my opinion. Try this out if it sounds good to
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Tell them you want to interview them because you want to become a better parent and a better dad.
Yeah.
Okay. That's actually, I don't want you to change the name of your thing again, but calling something better dad is actually pretty good. It's like, I want to be a better
Okay.
dad. But you want to be a better dad, right? You want
Yep.
to be a better parent. And so what I want you to do is ask them questions, 10 questions. Okay.
Yep.
Write down 10 questions that you want to ask them, that if they gave you the answer, there's a very good chance it would help you to become a better dad. Like, what do you
Mm-hmm.
really want to know from them that would help you to be a better parent from your heart? Right.
Yeah.
And you don't need these to be the same 10 questions every time. And they can totally change, or they could be completely different for each interview. But over time, you'll probably find that there are like 10 magic questions that get the best answers, you know? But to start, like, try asking lots of different questions. I would recommend that you just make them personal. Like, if somebody has a kid who has Down syndrome, ask them, what's it like raising someone with Down syndrome? Or if
Yep.
somebody has a kid that has, ADHD, or they're dyslexic, or they're like extremely attractive, or
Yep.
they have like all girls, or they have all boys, or they
Right.
have like a kid that ended up, going to jail, or
Yep.
these are
That could be
all, there are
difficult. Yeah.
lessons in all of parenting lessons in all of these questions. And so write down questions that you would love to know the answer to, and just have a conversation with them,
Okay.
right, about their experience as a
Right.
parent. And it's not about, they don't need to have the best parenting advice in the world. They just need to tell their story.
Right.
And so if you're just asking interesting questions that help them to kind of tell their parenting story, you're going to create awesome content. And if you ask each person that you just put on that list, if most of them said yes to an interview and you actually scheduled it in and you actually did it, dude, each
Yep.
one of those is going to be an hour-long interview. And that gives you video clips for the entire week
Oh yeah.
that are all
Easily.
fresh, new content, where you're not even doing most of the talking. You're
Right.
focused on them, and having them just reveal their amazing parenting stories. I think that would work so well for you, but you have to get over your like hesitation around booking the freaking interviews. You just got to
Yep.
do it, and not don't screw around with that anymore. Like, if you want to break through, you need to start doing something different.
Right.
And
Yeah. Do
I
something
think
different.
this
Yeah.
would really help you. Okay.
Okay.
Get started with some local people, but really, in the meantime, I would say commit. Well, you know what? I'm not going to tell you what to say. I want to know,
Okay.
what are you going to commit to in terms of interviews? Like, what
I'm gonna
do
start
you want to
asking.
do with this?
Well, I'm gonna start asking more people, either the ones I know or like you mentioned earlier on YouTube, to get interviews with them. That's all I can right now.
How
That's all I'm gonna do.
often are you going to do an interview?
Once a week for now, other than the current one I do on Sunday. So I'll do
Are
another
you
one.
making that? Yeah. In addition to whatever else you have
Yes.
going on, but like
Yeah.
for this thing, and is that going to happen in the next 7 days?
Yes. I'll start asking more people. Getting interviews as well.
Yeah, just ask enough people that you get your first interview done. Don't
Yep.
stop until the interview's done. Like ask 10
Okay.
people a day until you get the first interview knocked out, and then do the same thing.
Yep.
But you can't stop asking people until the interview's done.
Okay.
Right? Like, yeah. So like dive in today.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I got time.
Okay, cool. So that's a big piece of the puzzle here. Where else have you been having a hard time or struggling or feel stuck here in the last week, or maybe longer than the last week? What's
some other struggles this week?
What's holding you back? What do you need?
I thought maybe just like a little encouragement, or say, hey, you're doing this. Like, some people like a little accountability type thing during the week. Sometimes you need that little, hey, Curtis, did you get this done or whatever? Just some random, like, something saying, did you get this done this week? It's a little reminder, because sometimes when someone says something, oh, fuck, I got to get this done now. It gives you that little extra pressure. So sometimes I think I need that, and I don't really get it from a lot of people. So it could be something that I need during the week.
Okay.
We can get some
Okay.
text or something, or a message or something. Because sometimes you're doing your thing, it's like, I'll do it later. You know how you get that little mindset? It's like, yeah, I'll do it later. Later comes like, oh, I gotta do this now. It's like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But when someone says, hey, Curtis, you get this done, it's like, oh fuck, I better get this shit done now, type thing. It's just a little push, I guess, I find. Because I know I do it with my other friend, and he says, oh, I don't want to do it. Then all of a sudden he's like, oh fuck, yeah, let's go do this. So the other day I was bugging him get these videos done, and he finally said, "Yeah, we'll do it." And we ended up doing all three in one sitting instead of just the one. He's like, "Well, let's do another one. Let's do another one." It's like, "Okay, fine. We got time." He's like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we finished the whole series in one sitting. So sometimes it's just a
Great.
little encouragement or a little boost or something, whatever. I don't know what you call it offhand, but I do know that if someone's like saying, "We got to get this done," and pushing you to do it, it helps, but it's not like you shouldn't rely on it. But it does give you that little umph, I find.
Well, so here's the thing, right?
Yep.
So what you're talking about right now is classic employee mindset.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
You're looking for outside direction
Yeah.
and accountability for you to do the stuff that you're trying to do for yourself, because you're not giving yourself the self accountability that you need to get the shit done. Okay. That voice that you want from the outside, you need to get that produced on the inside.
Okay.
You need to be accountable to yourself to the same or a higher level as you've trained yourself to be accountable to your boss. That's the
Okay.
simple version. Okay. Because when you're working in your house on your internet business, guess what?
You're the boss.
You're the boss. You
Yeah.
are that voice, dude. You are that voice.
Okay.
And so that's the hard part.
Yep.
Is the reason that you're struggling with that is because that internal voice for you
It's not that strong.
isn't fully developed yet.
Nope.
And you're not taking yourself seriously enough. You're
Hmm.
not caring for yourself and the commitments that you're making to yourself
Right.
enough to follow through on them without somebody else cracking the whip.
Yep.
Now,
I see that. Yeah.
I suffer from this too. So does everyone to some degree or another.
Yep.
And we can have increased levels of mastery over it.
Yep.
But this is why people hire life coaches
Yep.
or other types of coaches,
Yeah. Certain kind of
right?
coach. Yeah. For sure.
What you're saying is this is the reason to hire a personal trainer if you can't manage to get yourself to exercise on a regular basis,
Make it to the gym. Yeah.
because you're paying the personal trainer and you're paying them to crack the whip, right?
Yep.
Which is incredibly powerful. Joining a yoga class if you're not willing to do video yoga on your own at home because you don't
Hmm.
know what you're doing and you feel dumb, is another example
Yep.
of kind of moving you're setting yourself up for success by having an outside thing. So I'm curious, when we talk about doing work parties, which you've done a
Yep.
bunch of,
Yeah. 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 They're
this is the
good.
same idea, is where we get together with one or more people to do the work, right?
Yep.
So when you say this guy that you were doing the videos with, doing it together is great. I love working together with people.
Yep.
I have found that I, most of the time, am easily distracted and don't feel great when I'm just working by myself in a
Hmm.
bubble in
Yep.
isolation. It's just like I didn't realize for many, because I was doing that for many, many, many years,
Yep.
and I didn't realize like I don't enjoy just working in a bubble very much.
No.
Some people really do. I don't,
Hmm.
right? And so, can you schedule in regular recurring work party meetings to bang these videos out so that there's no delay and no I'll do it later with this
Maybe, I don't
person?
know. I'll have to ask. I'll have to ask them first if they're able to do that.
Yeah. Now, when you said you were doing the video, was it recording or editing the videos?
Recording, just like recording
Recording.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like split screen, kind of like what we're doing
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Exactly. Same.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah. So see if you can schedule now. Okay. So do you guys not have a regular schedule like on the calendar when you record your videos?
No, we used to have meetings every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then sometimes he doesn't show up for one or the other for whatever reason. He's sick or some
Okay.
excuse or something. So it's hit and miss with him
Yeah. Yeah.
most
Gotcha.
times. But sometimes it's like a whole month will go and it's perfect. And then something will come, a little hiccup, and then it's like, "Are you showing up today?" It's like, "Well, I don't feel like it, or I'm tired, or this, or
Right.
whatever
Right.
excuse
Right.
you can think of, right?" So, yep,
Gotcha. Well, yeah. So that's a little different. That I misunderstood the situation.
yep,
So what one way or the other, man. What I would say is schedule in time to start doing your additional interviews.
okay,
Go after it. And in terms of accountability, um, yeah, you're talking about kind of like a life coach type of a situation, um, and there is a service that got like popularized a few years ago, and then it seems to have like dropped off. And they
what's
used to
that?
do a lot of advertising. It was oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it was like $300 or $400 a month, and it was like which but it was a really good accountability system, and you got connected up with some sort of an accountability coach. So I mean, you may actually want to just look up different accountability coaches,
Yeah,
Curtis, and
hmm,
find one that could be affordable for you, because if you
yep,
need reminders on to keep yourself on task, that's not ideal, but it's better than not being on task.
yep, something, yeah,
Right,
doing
like
something better than nothing for sure.
yeah, how has Simpleology been working for you in terms of keeping your important business tasks moving forward?
Pretty good. Some of them I do miss, so I don't check them off, and I try to follow up the next day with it, and that works. Just by seeing it on the screen, I know, "Oh, I gotta go do this," so then I'll just spend 10 minutes, go do the thing I need to get done
Yeah,
before work or after work sometimes. But after work, I was always more difficult for me to get onto the computer because
right.
come home, you got the kid, then the wife's coming home, gotta make dinner. Then by the
You're
time you
already
finally
tired, you're
relax,
already hungry, you've been
yeah,
dealing with stress all day. Yeah,
and by the time you actually sit down, it's like I'm ready to sleep, fall asleep on the
totally.
couch, or whatever.
Right,
You don't feel mentally as strong. So
right.
sometimes, not every day, but some days it's more difficult than others to get on to it. But the days I do well when I get on it. But other days you just sit there and think, oh my God, I'm falling asleep in front of my computer. So it's like it's not gonna work today. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So yeah, it happens. But then you say, I'll try again tomorrow or do it in the morning. I find the morning for me is the most productive time
Yeah.
rather than evenings. Just I guess maybe over the years I've practiced it. That's my time.
That's the case for most human beings. I
Yep.
mean, honestly, at least most people who have kids and a partner and have to get up in the morning and get
Hmm.
and either get to work on their business or get to work on their job, like
Yep.
mornings for exercise and mornings for getting your highest value mental productive
Yep.
time in before your energy's gone and before you've been dealing with whatever you're
Absolutely.
dealing with all day
Yep.
long, you know.
Yep. Well, I've also
Yeah.
noticed another thing too is that when I do my meditation in the morning, it's better than in the evenings because I've done both, and it's the morning just seems to work better.
Yeah.
for whatever.
Yeah.
I guess because maybe your brain's more relaxed or something, or you don't have all those other thoughts when you first wake up. But you just
Right.
find that early morning meditation works the best. I get the best results out of it. So
Cool. Yeah.
I've been doing that. Oh my god, for years. So
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I don't do that much meditation these days, but I've actually been re-listening to The Wealth Method for the first time
oh
in
right,
quite a
yeah,
few
yeah.
years, and
Oh
that's been
wow.
really, really awesome.
How's that? Listen to yourself.
Well, I think what year did I make that? I think I made that like that
In the
program's almost
80s, 2000s.
I think it might be like 2014 that I made that thing.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's 21 sessions. I used to sell it for $5,000. Then
Yeah, I
for
remember.
years I
Yeah.
sold it for $1,000.
Oh wow.
And but yeah, I think it might be 10 or 11 years old. And so it's really interesting. Um I've unlocked a new level of depth that I can go into hypnosis.
Oh,
And I find
yep,
that now listening to my own stuff,
yep.
it just
Does it help more so
it's
than
amazing.
before? I guess. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
really
because I
good.
was listening
So,
to that for a while too, a few years back when we were working together. Yeah, I found it
yeah.
very, very powerful. Actually.
Yeah, well, hey, I mean, you still have access to it, so you might
Yep.
wanna,
Yep.
go
Free.
and re-listen to that,
Yep. It's not like
could
a
help you.
jobby, so.
That's right, that's right.
Yep.
Cool, well, let's roll into, a little
Sure.
hypnosis session to
Yeah.
help
Sounds good.
move this all forward for you. But how's
All right.
that sound?
That sounds great.
Cool.
Let's do it.
So, guys, we're about to roll into the hypnosis portion of our live stream here today. So, number one, if you have questions about hypnosis or anything that we've covered so far, please ask those questions in the comments. If you're enjoying today's Get Shit Done show, then please like this video and follow on whatever platform you're watching on. We're live streaming on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube right now. So
Yep.
go ahead and follow on whatever platform you are currently the most tuned into. And if you're driving a car, then come back to save this video in particular and come back to it later, because we are going to be doing hypnosis, which is generally very, very relaxing. And we don't want you falling asleep while you're driving or
Yeah.
operating heavy machinery, flying a plane, etc., riding a dinosaur, as the case may be. So pop your headphones on or your earbuds in and get yourself into a comfortable spot, whether it be a chair or laying down on a couch or bed. I recommend that you turn your phone into do not disturb mode. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Curtis, are you ready to rock?
Yeah. I turned my phone off, so we're good.
Great. Fantastic. All right. Well, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, just close your eyes and begin to allow yourself to relax. Just begin to allow yourself to relax from the top of your head all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the very tips of your toes, and completely relaxed. And as you do, begin to relax more and more. Perhaps you can imagine up at the top of your head, a disc, a golden disc, of liquid light, just about the size of a coin, spinning, 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 and stretching, spinning, and stretching, spinning and stretching out over the top of your head, the golden liquid light, stretching out over the crown of your head and scalp, relaxing each and every cell, each and every pore, each and every part, every muscle, every tendon, every nerve, just beginning to relax more and more, more and more, more and more. Completely relaxed. And as that relaxation moves down now and across your forehead, relaxing the forehead, smoothing and soothing away any stress or tension, allowing the golden light to move into your temples, relaxing your temples, your mind, your ears, your jaw, your lips. Calm, calm, and completely relaxed. Down over the back of your head, relaxing the back of your head and neck, your throat, and down into your shoulders. Golden liquid light slowly moving down over your shoulders, down from the back of your neck, down into your upper back and spine, moving down, 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 and completely relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax more and more. That wave of golden light moving down from your shoulders, down into your upper arms, and relaxing biceps, triceps, down, 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 down into your elbows, down, down, down into your forearms and wrists, down into your hands and fingers, and all the way out to the very tips of your fingers, and completely relaxed. And as the relaxation continues down now, across your collarbone and into your chest, relaxing your chest and abdomen and stomach, down, deeper, down, deeper, down, deeper now, and completely relaxed into the lower back and hips, down, down, down into the quads and the hamstrings, down into your knees and calves, down, down into your shins and ankles, deeper, relaxed, down, 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 down into the ankles and the feet, all the way down to the very tips of your toes, and completely relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax more and more, more and more, more and more. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And as I do, I'd like you to imagine a staircase, a beautiful spiral staircase leading down with 10 steps leading down. And as I count down from 10 to 1, with each number I count, you take one step down, down, down on the staircase, down, down, down on the staircase, And as you do, you go down 10 to 100 times deeper than ever before. 10 to 100 times deeper than you were just moments ago. Beginning now. 10. Taking the first step down, down, down on the staircase. Down 10 to 100 times deeper than you were just a moment ago. 9. Down, down, down. 8. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. 7. 6. Calm, calm, expanding, relaxing. 5. Down, down deeper. 4. 3. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. 2. Relaxed to even move. And 1. 1. 1. Stepping off the final step of the staircase into the most relaxing, deepest part of your subconscious mind, where change is easy and accountability is automatic. And in this comfortable, calm, relaxed state of awareness that you are experiencing right now, in this time, in this place, you begin to listen, to listen, to listen more deeply to your internal voice, your goals, your direction, your focus is becoming more clear. Your subconscious and conscious mind can communicate, can talk, can more easily interact in this place. And you find that you are coming into alignment with your business goals, both consciously and subconsciously. Your subconscious realizes it no longer needs to hold you back and can be fully supportive, to hold you fully accountable to the commitments that you make to yourself, to your business, and for your family's future. And as this begins to become the case, you find that you always follow through on the commitments you make to yourself and your business. You fully commit as you're in full alignment each and every day, you find your mind is clear, your energy is increased, and you find the time and you find a way to follow through on doing everything that needs to be done to grow your business and hit the goals that you set for yourself that are in conscious and subconscious alignment. And as this begins to happen more and more for you, you will find yourself feeling more confident, more self-motivated, and more certain that you are moving in the right direction. Those things that may have caused you to hesitate or created fear in the past no longer bother you because your goal and vision for what you're creating in the future is so much more important than a little bit of hesitant fear that no longer holds you back. Simply allow it to drift, drift, drift away as you focus more of your subconscious resources on creating the opportunities and the actions necessary to create the business of your dreams. As this continues to be the case, more and more, you realize by listening to this and your other hypnosis recordings, it automatically reinforces, re engages, and revitalizes a sense of absolute certainty that you can do this. You're doing absolutely awesome, and you'll continue to do even better as the days, weeks, months, and years move forward. You're focused, you're committed, you're in control, you're confident, and you're ready to go. And in just a few short moments, I will count from 1 to 5. And when I do, it will be time for you to either return fully back into the room or to drift off into a peaceful, sound, and restful sleep, whatever is most appropriate for you right now. Beginning 1, taking a nice, slow, deep breath in, exhaling whenever you're ready. 2, stretching out the hands and the feet, the arms and the legs. 3, rolling the shoulders back. 4, beginning to return back into the body. And 5, opening the eyes whenever you're ready, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than you felt in a long, long, long time. And welcome back.
Thanks, Tellman.
You're welcome.
That was good.
What did you like about it?
I was very relaxed. I was a bit more listening this time than I have before. Even though I was like super relaxed, I was listening more than before.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find I just drift off, but I was actually listening to all the words this time, so it was good.
Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Yep.
Do you find that you have been or have not been listening to the recordings of these sessions in between sessions?
Yeah, I do it a couple times a week generally,
Cool.
and it
Cool.
boosts it a little bit more so than just the once. But yeah, I think
Awesome.
maybe I'm gonna take edit this down so just that I get the recordings only, so I can actually listen to it
Totally.
like MP3. Yeah, so I can do that on my
Yeah.
own. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
easy. I know how to do that now.
Awesome.
So
Yeah. You totally, yeah, because you don't have to, they're all, you have to scroll through different amounts and everything. Otherwise, it's a
yeah,
pain
yeah,
in the butt.
yeah, yeah.
Cool, man.
Excellent.
Rock and roll.
All right,
Well,
thanks, Tellman.
all right. So, what are your commitments to yourself and your business this week?
This week we'll be talking to the 5 people we wrote down to get interviews with them. And if that doesn't work out, I'll keep on asking people until I get at least one interview for this week, or maybe two. Who knows, right? Like you never know what's gonna happen.
You can
But
always
I'll
book it
definitely,
out a few weeks in advance.
yep, yep.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna do that this week. I'm gonna book at least one more extra interview for the week, and then if so, next week and the week after that,
great.
get a few more in there.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. Yeah,
better
reach out to
content.
both people you know, but don't hesitate to reach out to YouTube
Yep.
content creators, even small, especially small channels that are actively created, that are new, that are
Yeah.
actively creating content like that like hungry people
Okay.
are great, you know. Awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing that interview.
Yep.
Rock and roll. All right, Curtis, you're
All right,
doing
Tellman. Thank
great.
you. Perfect.
And guys, thank you for tuning in to the Get Shit Done show. We, of course, go live every single day. This is episode 277. If you enjoyed today's episode, you can do a few things. Number one, come join our productivity community at getshitdone.com. It'll help you get shit done. It'll increase your productivity, overcome procrastination, and focus your mind on getting the most important things done that need to get done to really move the needle in your life and your business. Number two is if you're ready to book a private session, you can go to workwithtellman.com, WORKWITHTELLMAN.com right now in order to book a private session to work with me over Zoom. And that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in to today's show. If you if you enjoyed today's episode, like this video, follow me on whatever channel you're on, and go check out what Curtis is up to at
Yep.
parentsupportcircle.com.
That's right. Perfect. Thanks,
Awesome.
Tellman. All right, guys. We'll
Rock
see
and
you soon.
roll. All right. See you guys soon. Thank you so much.
right.
Thanks, Curtis. Bye, everybody. Have a great
Bye-bye.
afternoon. Toodles.